Everybody, thanks for joining my channel Outside with Jeff. I'm going to start a new little series on the channel. I recently got this 12-foot Ascent 12T kayak, and today I'm going to be making a shallow water anchor system similar to a power pole, something of that nature. The last time I was out on the lake, I had a really nice time fishing. I was in a wind protective cove, but even in that wind protective cove, I was getting blown around a little bit and kind of pushed off my fishing spot. This kayak has these little holes in the boat. They're called scooper holes, and I'm going to use those to put some PVC pipe sticks through. I'm going to use 2 of them so I'm not spinning on the axis, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make those. So the particular lake that I'm fishing in, and several of the lakes I'm fishing in, when I'm going to be using these particular power poles, I'll be in about 4 to 5 foot of water, and I'm going to cut these poles about well, let's take a look and I'll show you more about it. First, I want to flip this kayak over so I can get an idea of storage capabilities and whatnot. Okay, so we can see here, if I was to lay these down, I'm going to get a measurement on that space. So I could lay them down easily, and they could be 7 foot. And that's about what I was thinking of cutting them at. So we're gonna plan on making these 7 foot shallow water anchors. I'll go ahead and leave that like that. For this project, I bought some 1/2-inch PVC pipe from a local hardware store, and that'll fit through those scooper holes without a problem. I also have a set of ratcheting pipe cutters. I've got a couple bolts that I've cut the head off of. I wanted to make sure I put some type of tip at the end of this pipe because I didn't want it to create suction in the mud and be difficult to pull out, and I didn't want to deal with having to get the mud out of the pipe. You could also just cap it, but a little bit of a point from a bolt's going to help get into the bottom, whether it be a clay bottom or a silt bottom. So first step, we're going to go ahead and measure off 7 foot using this tape measure. I've got a Sharpie here, and there we go. Do the same to the other one. Hook onto the end of that. That's 7 foot. All right. Get our ratcheting pipe cutter. All right, we got the pipe in position on the mark. Go ahead and cut through that. Do the same here. All right, set the extra pipe off to the side. Sure, it'll be a project down the road we can use that for later. Now, I've got 2 7-foot pieces of PVC. Let's see if this bolt's gonna fit in here. It's a really, oh, that's good. It's a real tight fit, but it is going. Need to figure, I want it to go in at least 1 inch. So I'm kind of figuring out a mark there with my finger, and we're gonna put it in there, turn it. Oh, it's snug. Here, I have a round file. I'm gonna try to work on that PVC a little bit. It's really snug, and we do want a snug fit, but we're gonna be drilling it out and using a little piece of wire, so it's okay if it isn't super snug. Try that again. Push down on it. I might have to beat it against the ground. There we go. So as you can see there, I've got that pushed into that pipe pretty good. Do the same to the other one. Just hitting that against the gravel. Get in about the same. Perfect. Now, to lock those into place, I've got a drill bit here. see what size I've got here. It's an 1/8 inch drill bit. I'm going to drill a hole through the PVC and then eventually through the bolt, and then we're going to lock that in with a little piece of wire. Over the other side of the PVC. So you can see there we have a through hole drilled. Now I'm going to get a little piece of wire and we're going to wrap that through. Be right back. All right, I went and grabbed some 18 gauge aluminum wire like you would hang a picture with. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to feed the wire through. We'll wrap it around, feed it through again. Since this is aluminum, shouldn't corrode. Now we get that end, we're going to bend it around, try to pull that other straight taut. There we go. See if we can't go through again. Don't know if we'll be able to get through 3 times, but we'll see. Yep, there we go. Push it through, get a little pair of pliers on there, pull it tight. Fantastic. Now, I'm just going to wrap that wire up, and then I'll end up taking some electrical tape and going over that just to protect that cutting edge. I don't want to get cut or scraped or anything like that. So there we have it. We have a 7-foot shallow water anchor, that bolt on the end, that way it'll puncture the mud, and we're going to be putting it through these scooper holes right here. So as you're fishing, you're sitting here, and we'll just jab that through those holes just like so, and then we'll jab this one through just like so. I'm going to get it into the mud a few inches, and you can kind of play with how far you need to put it in based on how deep you're fishing and the wind conditions, but this is going to help you dramatically stay on your fishing spot so that you can really pick the area that you're fishing apart, whether it be bedding bluegill or spawning bass or just a flat area that you just want to stay in the center so that you can really cast all the way around you. It'll keep you from having to constantly use your paddles to hold your position or kicking on and off your trolling motor to keep your position. So this is a really good tip for all you kayakers out there who like to fish in shallow water. If you're in deeper water, you might want to consider getting a traditional rope anchor, but a lot of the areas I fish, I'll be in coves and the depth of the water is going to be 4 to 5 foot or less, and these are going to be perfect for those situations. So I hope this video is helpful for you. Little side note, the bolts were, like Royal King, if you have a Royal King near you, they actually sell bolts by the pound. So those are like 32 cents total. And then I bought 2 10-foot sticks of 1/2 inch PVC, Schedule 40, and they were $5.99 a stick. I already had the drill bit. I'd already had the ratcheting PVC cutters from years ago. So this project all in total with tax was like $13.50. So it's not bad at all. Versus, you know, you can buy pre-made shallow water anchor kits, but they're in excess of $300. So you can at least try this and see if it's a technique that you like to use, and then if later on you want to upgrade to one of the pre-made shallow water anchors, you can consider that. But for me, this is going to work fantastic, and it's a budget DIY, and I'm all about that. So have a great day.